Hey everybody, I'm Reload. So this week, CCP Games finally released EVE Valkyrie on Steam. And although I don't personally own the HTC Vive VR headset, this was still great news for me, because I was finally able to play this game using just my smartphone thanks to Riftcat VRidge. Now I made a video before about using Riftcat VRidge to play VR games, but at the time of making of that video, VRidge was still in beta, so now it's a fully fledged product, although it does have a free trial. I will put a link to that video at the end of this one, as well as in the description, but I will also walk you through the basics of it for playing EVE Valkyrie. So for this cheap VR system, all you'll need is a VR capable smartphone, as well as some sort of a headset like a Google Cardboard equivalent. And for EVE Valkyrie specifically, you will need some sort of a joystick. I will be using the Steam controller in this case. The Xbox One controller or any other controller should work, but if you're like me and only used to playing with a keyboard and a mouse, Steam controller is a great choice, as at least in my experience it's a little bit easier to transition from the keyboard and mouse to a controller setup with this one. So let's go ahead, let's set the whole thing up and take EVE Valkyrie for a spin. First things first, let's set up VRidge, and for that I highly recommend that you use USB tethering. Make sure you enable it in the phone as well. This will make the connection to the game more reliable. Once the USB tethering is enabled, select the Ethernet connection to connect the desktop software to the phone. And once your phone is connected, you're pretty much good to go. The one thing that you should customize is the quality of the video that is being sent to your smartphone. The quality of your VR experience is highly dependable on the capabilities of your phone. As such, you'll experience a bit of a trial and error in trying to find the optimal settings. If you set the quality too high, you'll start to experience video artifacts. On the other hand, setting the video quality too low will drastically decrease the quality of your VR experience. With my phone, I typically lower the resolution to 720 but keep the FPS at 60. For the purposes of this video though, I'll keep the resolution at 180 with 30 frames per second. That will give a better output for the gameplay video that you'll be watching. Alright guys, so Riftcat VRidge is all set up. Let's go ahead, let's do this. Okay, so we're at the main menu of EVE Valkyrie. It's telling me right now that the double experience weekend is on, but we're not going to play through that actually. We're not going to play against other players, we are going to play through the Chronicles, that is through the training missions. As you start the game, you'll be able to play through all the training missions that you want, and that will actually give you a bit of an idea of how to play the game, because it's not that easy, it's not very simple. Especially if you've never played any VR games before, it'll get some getting used to. Especially for me, I have the biggest problems with the controllers, that's why I kind of prefer to use my Steam controller. Fly safe, here we go.
We're ready to deploy. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so the greatest thing about this game's design is the fact that as you're sitting in the cockpit, the model really resembles how you're sitting in a chair. So that as you're holding the controller and you kind of feel really immersed in the game.
Missions are pretty routine, but let's keep
But
our
check
eyes
this
open.
out.
Got a bad feeling about today.
I know you guys have seen this part of the trailer. If not, check out that trailer. But it feels so awesome to be able to fly amongst all of these ships that you play in EVE Online. As an EVE Online player, it really gives you a different perspective on the game, for sure. But check it out, this is the Catalyst. Look at the size of this thing. Oh yeah.
I don't like this. Something's up.
Boom.
Stay close. Activate boosters.
Bumped the Catalyst.
Roger. Roger.
Let's get closer to the Minimum over there.
Havoc to all fighters. We're seeing a significant number of unknown vessels zeroing in on our
Oh
perimeter.
yeah.
Let's
see if we can get
worst.
ahead. And turn around. Oh, here we go. There's hostiles incoming. Oh, and Minimum bumped me. Yeah, I'm not the greatest pilot in this game, for sure. Alright. I guess we have to engage these guys. Fire the missiles. Here we go. Alright. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Is there more? There's one. Oop. There's not just one, there's 3 of them still here, 4. So the quality you see on the screen right now is kind of indicative of the quality that I see right now on my phone. It's not the greatest, it's definitely not 1080p 60 frames per second because I didn't set it up that way. And my phone's screen quality is not the greatest to begin with. But at the same time, it's still very playable. Here we go. Titan on grid. Got one more kill. Oh, let me show you the weapon, the Doomsday device.
This is not going well. Okay, I'll hold him off. You head for our last
Oh
area.
man,
I've added a waypoint.
so much light here. Okay, let's get out of here. Can I still actually survive? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, this is the end. That's the end of that mission. So just like I was mentioning during the gameplay, if you don't have a dedicated VR headset, it's still possible to play EVE Valkyrie using just your smartphone. I believe the free version of VRidge at this time offers you 15 minutes of gameplay. I'm not sure if that's enough to really go through a proper round of EVE Valkyrie, but at the same time it will let you know whether your phone will actually be capable of VR. The main thing about the setup is that the phone quality has to be really good. That mostly dictates of what kind of experience you will have within the game. What I showed you right now was my phone set up at 1080p at 30 frames per second. But usually when I play the game myself, I actually downscale to 720p and up the frames to 60 frames per second. That gives me a bit of better response time. It diminishes the quality of the text. I can't really read text that well. But at the same time, I don't really need to read text when I'm on the battlefield. So if you don't have HTC Vive or an Oculus but you really want to play EVE Valkyrie, VRidge is a great alternative for that. In my experience, it's definitely playable with the phone that I have. And if you're a regular keyboard and mouse gamer, I definitely recommend using the Steam controller. I personally find it to be a great transition from keyboard and mouse to the controllers. I haven't really customized anything about it, and I might make a video about how to customize it best for EVE Valkyrie. But just using the default configuration works fine for me so far. So this has been EVE Valkyrie played using Riftcat VRidge and Steam controller. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you have any questions about my current setup, please leave a comment. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Play safe out there.